Hello, we're Mike and Sherry Wade, and we'd like to tell our personal story of our commitment to the One Faith, One Future project.
Giving to God is not something that's always been easy and natural for us. It has felt like it's something that we're supposed to do or that we even have to do. But I want you to know that it doesn't have to be that way. It can be something that can be a joy and a delight and something you don't even think twice about doing. And I can say that because we've experienced that ourselves. 16 years ago, God taught us a lesson about trusting Him with our finances. We went from 2 incomes down to 1 income. And I can remember writing out checks to the bills that night. And the last check I wrote was to God. It was the last check. But if I turned it into Him, that would have left $20 for a whole 2-week period for groceries. 2 weeks. So we decided to trust. And we did. And we turned that check in to God. And we watched Him be so faithful over that 2-week period. Friends invited us over for dinner. Friends took us out for dinner. I even babysat and was paid with a fresh loaf of bread. We never went hungry in those 2 weeks. And it was during those 2 weeks that the trust really began to show, because God was faithful to us. A desire in our hearts began to grow to give back to the very God who gave us everything that we had. And it was from that point on, with no second guesses, no questions or what ifs, every check, the first one we wrote out of every pay period, was written to God first. And that's what I want you to know, that it was that experience for us. And it was a tough one, trusting Him like that. But I want you to know that you can do it too. That you can trust Him with what He's given you, and you can give back to Him with joy and pure delight.
So fast forward a few years to where we are now, and we have a couple more assets in our lives, mainly our boys, Brandon and Kyle. And so with any asset, you want to see them grow, you want to spend some time with it, and you want to see it mature. And so with our boys, we want to give them the gift of time. We try to spend time with them so that they know what is right and wrong. We want to invest in their education, so we support their schools. We try to donate into their college fund. But Sherry and I recognize that one of the most important things that we can do is give them a connection to our church, to understand what it is to be a Christian and to become a Christian. And so in order to do that, we recognize that we have to support this project. What better way to be able to connect with our church? This is not something that we can do by ourselves. We can send them to the room, we can shut the door, we can slide a Bible up under the door, we can say, here, study, learn, grow with Scripture, but that's just not going to get the job done. What's going to get the job done is a connection with the church, a connection with our wonderful congregation, a connection with our fabulous staff, and honestly, a connection with the wonderful facilities that we have. So when we think about this project and the opportunity to provide support, to provide funding for additional staffing, operational cost, what is needed on the operation side to enhance the facilities, those are things that connect exactly where we are as a family. And we feel it's a privilege to support One Faith and One Future.